Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the nightmare that a surrogate mother had to endure story time. I'm a surrogate mother, and a week before giving birth, I was offered to keep someone else's child. I agreed, and this is the nightmare it led to. When I decided to become a surrogate mother, I was promised it would be simple. I give birth, hand over the baby, and life goes on. But a week before the birth, everything changed. The husband of the intended mother came to me and offered to keep the baby because they had financial difficulties and they felt they were unable to provide for the child. I was already attached to the baby. I could feel him move. I could feel his heart beating next to mine. My flesh and blood. I already loved him with all my heart. So without much hesitation, I agreed. But everything collapsed right after the birth. All of our agreements were just words. And after the birth, a woman came and told me that I had to give the baby away immediately. Legally, everything was on their side. But I understood that something like this could happen. So after that conversation, I asked her husband to provide written consent. A legal battle began. They had everything on their side, and I only had a piece of paper with a refusal. The woman wasn't planning to back down. The lawyer's statements, threats, I found myself in the middle of a nightmare that I had created myself. And only because of that woman's husband, the court sided with me. He said in court he didn't want the child. After winning in court, I was finally able to name my son, and I named him Joseph, which means God's gift. Only because of him and for him, I did endure all of this. I don't know anything about being a surrogate mom because I've never been a surrogate mom, but what I do know about is being a mom and carrying children. I've had 5, so I know about the connection that you build, the bond that you build while you are carrying the child. What I want to know is how often does something like this happen when one of the parents don't want the child anymore, but the other one does. So how often does this happen, if anyone knows? And what I'm curious about is, what was the mom thinking? How did she think that this was going to go for her if she won and kept the child that her husband actually didn't want? I don't think that would have went over well for them. So I am happy that the surrogate mom was able to keep the child because she had built a connection and a bond with the baby. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Sorry about the dryer in the background. I'm washing clothes. Thank you for watching. And if you would, like, comment, share, and subscribe.